Brilliance Audio presents Life on Loan by Ashley Farley, performed by Sarah Zimmerman. Lena tapped lightly on her daughter's bedroom door. Kayla had an important interview in less than an hour and she couldn't afford to miss. This job, more than the others she'd applied for, had potential. 4 months had passed since her college graduation and she'd yet to find employment, and Lena had long since run out of patience with the situation. At the sound of a muffled groan coming from within, Lena reached for the knob. Surprised to find it unlocked, she nudged the door open a crack. Her jaw dropped at the sight of a naked man sprawled out in bed next to her daughter. Kayla sat bolt upright in bed, her hands covering her bare breasts. "Mom, what the heck?" Lena stood in the open doorway, paralyzed and speechless. The man rolled out of bed, landing on his feet. As he scooped his clothes up off the floor, Lena trained her eyes on his body parts from the waist up. His chest was broad and tan, and a tattoo of a bird's feather, inscribed with the words Carpe Diem, adorned his left bicep. A scruffy beard covered his face, and he had more thick, wavy hair on his head than Lena's golden retriever had on her entire body. "Charles, come quick," Lena called down the hall to her husband, who was shaving in the master bathroom. "We have a serious problem." Kayla yanked the covers up over her naked body. "God, Mom!" Lena glared at the man. "I don't know who you are, but it's clear what you're doing here. If you're not out of my house by the time I count to 3, I'm calling the police." "Chill out, lady," the Golden Casanova said as he pulled on his boxer shorts. "No need to get the police involved." Lena caught a whiff of booze and cigarettes as he brushed past her. She followed him out into the hall. "And don't you dare show your face around here again," she yelled at his retreating back. He took the stairs 2 at a time on the way down, pausing on the landing to finish getting dressed. He tugged on a paint-splattered t-shirt, but as he was struggling into his jeans, he stumbled, tumbling to the hardwood floor at the bottom of the stairs. Biscuit, who loved everyone except the mailman, scrambled with claws against hard wood to his side and licked his bearded face with her pink tongue. Shoving the dog off him, Golden Casanova got to his feet and made a dash for the front door. He turned the bolt, and as he threw open the door, he set off the burglar alarm. When the shrill from the siren pierced the air, Kayla, a sex goddess with blonde hair tousled and bedsheet draped around her body, emerged from her room, while her father, with razor in hand and his face covered in shaving cream, appeared in the doorway of the master's suite at the opposite end of the hallway. "What the devil is going on?" Charles shouted above the security system shrieking. Lena glared at Kayla. "Your daughter's overnight guest, her man friend, set off the alarm." Charles's brown eyes bulged. "You mean—" "That's right. Your daughter brought home a strange man last night." Kayla rolled her eyes. "He's not a stranger, at least not to me. And I don't see what the big deal is. Some of my friends are living with their boyfriends." She spun around, sheet flying about her like a cape, and headed back toward her room. "Good for them," Lena yelled seconds before Kayla slammed the door in her face. When the landline rang in their bedroom, Lena pushed her husband out of the way as she moved to answer it. The woman from the alarm company was abrupt. "This is Be Safe Alarm. Do you have an emergency?" "No, sorry, everything's fine." Lena punched the code on the wall keypad beside the bedroom door, silencing the alarm. "My daughter's friend accidentally set off the alarm." "Name and password?" the woman demanded. "My name is Lena Browder, and the password is—" She searched her memory for the password. "Peanut butter." "No, that's not it." Pressing the receiver to her chest, Lena turned to her husband. "Do you remember the password?" He threw his free hand in the air and shook his head as though this were somehow Lena's fault. "Strawberry jam," said Lena. "Are you sure about that?" the woman asked in a snippy voice. "Actually, no, I'm not," Lena said, feeling irritated with the woman. Those people were there to protect her, not accuse her. "We haven't set off the alarm in years." "Have a nice day, Mrs. Browder," the woman said and ended the call. Lena returned the receiver to the cradle. "Marmalade, that's it. The password is marmalade." Charles glared at her, the expression on his partially shaved face a mixture of disbelief and disgust. "I can't believe you condone this kind of behavior from your daughter."